Hey guys, and welcome back. So today's video, it's all about homeschool. I've made the decision to homeschool my kids this year and pull them out of their district school into a homeschool program that I've used in the past. Now this program is 100% free, and I'll get into the program here in just a second, but I just want, no hard feelings towards my kids' school. We love it, and if we are given the option to go back when everything kind of hopefully gets some sort of normal, I definitely are going to take my 7-year-old and my 11-year-old and put them back in school. The only reason why I pulled them out is because our school district is still struggling to get an online program. When this all happened in April, it took them a month to even come up with a plan, and then the plan just didn't work for our family. It's very confusing. It caused a lot of stress and kind of bickering between parent and child just because I was stressed. It was so confusing. It didn't work. Nothing made sense. And no hard feelings for the teachers or anything like that. It just, we're all struggling, and they are doing their absolute best, and I love the teachers, you guys. I love the staff. I love their school. So no hard feelings, no anything like that. And like I said, if we're able to go back and they open up school normal, then 100% probably next year I will take my kids and put them back. I do have 2 teenagers, so I have 4 kids. They have used this program in the past. They used to be on competitive dance teams, and they wanted to try homeschool, and I found this program, and they did it for 2 years, and then I took them out. They loved public school, and I had a gut feeling before all this happened. I just didn't feel right, and for some reason, my mom instinct said I need to get my 2 teens that are in high school out. I just felt like something was going to happen. Literally the day they got accepted, the school kind of shut down and all this stuff went crazy. So my mommy instinct was spot on, and I'm grateful that I did that. So I have 4 kids now that are in this program, and what the program is called, it's called K-12. So I did write some notes down here. So if you see me looking down, I just really wanted to give you great information. So I did take notes. So K-12, it's all online. They do have state certified teachers. So it is a great program. It is all free. So when I say free, they give you your computers. They give each child a laptop. They give you printer. They give you every single book, crayon, marker. If you have music class, they give you little musical instruments. If you have art class, they give you your paint, your clay. If you have older kids that are taking, science, they give you everything. They ship it to you in a box, and you're all set. You have everything there. There's no need to go out and get anything else. You do have to, at the end of the school year, return everything. Not everything will you return, but like your computers. If you are going next year, say you're going to stay in it, sometimes they'll let you keep the computer if there's like an online, sometimes they'll let you keep the computer if you're doing summer school or stuff like that. The books need to be returned. They'll send you a sheet on an email saying, okay, this is what you need to return. I usually keep the boxes, and I'll take the box, I'll throw everything in. You'll print out a label. It's free, so free shipping. You print out a label, you stick it on there, you drop it off at UPS, and you're good to go. So it is so simple. A lot of things you can keep. So things like, if you have excess crayons, and you didn't use, you can keep those. You don't have to send them. You can. but a lot of stuff you're able to keep. They just really want back the computers, the books, you know, things that they need. When you do get your stuff, everything's pretty much not used. Everything is in great condition. I don't think we've ever got anything used, and I'll have my daughter, she's 17, she'll talk about it, but I don't think we have, but I could be wrong. We'll ask her. So that is amazing. They also do give you, or they reimburse your internet, okay? So every 3 months, they will send you a check. I think it's every 3 months, something like that. They will reimburse your internet. So, I mean, you guys, it's awesome. Free public school. They give you money back on your internet, which you're using, you know, already. You do need to have an internet to be able to go into this school. So they require an internet, but I mean, most of us already have internet. And like I said, I mean, it's nice that you get a little kickback of money for your internet. And then they also, if you are on, you know, you do lower reduced meals, that's kind of taken care of. They do give you a little sheet to fill out and stuff like that. So I think that's another great thing. So anything that's like public school, they do. They literally go by the same public school calendar. So you'll have your Christmas break off, you'll have spring break off, you'll have all the holidays off as well. So that's another great thing. So the school is accredited. So it is accredited advanced education. So everything, and it even says on their website, you can go to cake12.com. A lot of that information is there. So it is accredited school. My daughter will be a senior this year, and yes, she will get a high school diploma. It is a real school. It's a real public free school. They do have options where you can do private and options where you can pay for other things, but we just use the plain K-12 free public school. And they do work with your school districts. So they support more than 2,000 school districts across all 50 states and then more than 100 countries. So I love the way this program works. They also provide personalized learning. So if your kid is a little bit more advanced, they'll go into advanced classes. So it works exactly like your public school. If your kids need help, they'll go into another class that needs help. So what you do is they'll have at the beginning, right before school starts, they will have the kid sit down and they'll do like a test to kind of see where your kid is. And then that's where they put them. So your kid's going to be successful. My kids are pretty smart, and my 7-year-old is beyond, she's super smart, and so she's a little advanced than a lot of her kids her age, and so she will test, and they'll probably have to put her in a you know, higher class. It'll still be 2nd grade, but she's not going to get bored, and that's why I like they personalize it to your kid. And also, if your kid does have an IEP, they said that they can work with your child, so you definitely want to call and ask about it. When you first call, there'll be enrollment people, they'll answer all your questions. And then it's very simple to enroll. All you have to do is there's an app, and I use the app because it's right on my phone, and you will basically just send a letter of intent, and then they want the birth certificate, your shot records, really everything you need to go into public school is the same thing right there. And once you do it, they give you the green checks, and that's all you have to do. You don't even have to call your old school. They take care of it just like as if you were going into a different district and you walk in and you sign your kid up. They basically take care of everything. I will suggest though to be on it, because right now they're super busy. So I will say it might be a little harder to get your kid in right now, because right now everybody is changing. Everybody's kind of going into different things. So they are seeing a very high number of enrollments. So the wait time online is going to be a little bit more phone call. I mean, I think the longest I've had to wait is maybe 5 minutes, and it definitely depends on states too. So we're in Oregon, so I can only kind of speak for Oregon, but they do have it in all 50 states, and I know there's a cap. I think Oregon here is a 3% cap, and that's all they can take. But just keep calling. Check on your portal. There's like, you can, type in your password, you look on your parent portal, and it'll have like your kid, and then you'll submit documents right there. So all you do is take a picture of the kid's birth certificate with your cell phone, or you can do it through the computer as well. But it's so easy on my cell phone. I take a picture and then I just submit it, and then that's all you do. And then you have to sign some document saying, yes, I am the parent of such and such child. It's really easy. So I suggest just keep calling. That's what I do. I'm in contact with them a lot. Like, hey, I noticed there's 3 green checks and they haven't looked over this. Can we see if I need to do anything? Did I do it right? Just be on top of it is my best advice for you to get enrolled. We love it. We love the school. It is the curriculum is very easy. The kids, once you enroll, you get all your green checks, and then they will send you all your stuff in the mail. You will get a email with a tracking number. So, I mean, it's just so easy. So, oh, wow, okay, click on it. Okay, they're gonna deliver all the stuff on whatever. Then you get it, you set up your computer, you will set up your account, and then you will set up your child's account. If you have multiple children, it's kind of cool. Your account will show all your children, and all you have to do is go click and go, okay, I want this child. You look at their schedule and you can see their grades, their progress, everything. So it is super easy. Your child will set up their account, and they will log on, and they'll have a Monday through Friday, kind of like a calendar. It's very kind of cutesy when they're younger, and as they get into teen, it's more, adult looking. And they'll have a list, and it'll say Monday, and it'll have live links, little clicks where you're like, okay, you have math, you click on that, and then it takes you through your math lesson. So if your kids do like IXL, I know our kids had to do IXL, and it's kind of like all animated and stuff like that. That's kind of how the curriculum works. So they'll click on something, and there might be like, I don't know, like a little robot, hey, welcome to math, we're learning da-da-da-da-da. So it's all for younger kids. It's all animated, it's all fun, it's all online. It teaches them how to do stuff, and then if they need help, then it comes back and helps them. That's kind of how it works. And then they'll have like math, English, whatever, and they'll click on that, and they'll do that for the day, and then it'll have a check mark, and it'll push down like, yes, you've done that, and then it'll have live links to classes. So you can make your own schedule, which is great. I mean, we don't have to get up early in the morning. If you guys want to, we can, or if we want to sleep in, we can. School usually starts, though, the first class. Live class usually is around 9 o'clock. They say, 9 o'clock, we should be in class. And then you have live links to your, I think now they're changing it to Google Classroom. So say at 11:45, I need to make sure that my 2nd grade daughter goes into her live math class. So it's all right there. You click the link, and then it takes you to Google Classroom, and your kid will have headphones. They will be literally in a classroom. So if you've ever used kind of like Skype or, Google Classroom or anything like that, you'll be able to see the teacher on the screen, and you literally will watch her live do a class. So there's no pre-recorded classes. If you miss one, you can go back to pre-record, but I love that it's live interaction. So you can type with the teacher, they can raise their hand and ask questions. And I love the fact also that you can text these teachers, especially my teens. If they need help with something and they're like, I need help, I don't get it, they can take their phones and go, hey teacher, I'm on, you know, chapter 7, this question, and I don't get it, I need help. The teacher will text back and help them. Or if it's something that they need a little more help, they can schedule a time with the teacher where you can talk to the teacher over phone or through, you know, a Google Classroom where the teacher can have one-on-one conversation showing the kid what they need help with. So it's so great. The teachers get back. I mean, I've never had a problem. The teachers do get back to you quite fast. And my daughters have, you know, reached out, and they do. And you can email the teacher. And the great thing I like about this setup is I'm kind of the learning coach. I have to take on the role as a learning coach. And what that is basically just keeping them in line, being like, hey, you have this, you need to do this, you need to do that. Just making sure that they're doing what they need to do, right? That is my job as a learning coach. And I can tell my teens, hey, you need to email your teacher this, and this. And they're like, okay. Well, every time they send a message to their teacher or email them, I get an email. So I can be like, I don't have to like harp on them. I can be like, oh, and it pops up and I'm like, okay, good. Good job. I don't have to go and, hey, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? Because I'll know they did it because I got an email saying they did, and we can just leave it at that. It goes a lot peaceful, and I'll know if they didn't. So it really keeps everybody accountable, which I really love. If you have kids that are going into high school, they have career pathways. So when you are a freshman, when you get it towards the end, so my daughter couldn't do this, but you have to go in freshman all the way through senior, they give you career pathways. So they'll give you like certificates and all these things to help get you into a career, which that's phenomenal. I mean, it is, what other school does that? I mean, not around here really. They can help you get jobs out of high school and pick your career and help you save money on college by taking some of these pathways, so that when you get into college, you don't need to take those. They're all accredited. They've done it, and it's just, they can literally get a job right out of high school. So there's so many different great things about it that I really do love. So I'll go ahead and show you guys how it looks. Now, we're not starting school yet. We're starting school in September, so it's not gonna have a list of everything, but I'll kind of show you guys what I'm talking about, what it looks like, that way you guys have an idea. What I wanted to share with you guys, you've got Class Connect, and it tells you up and coming classes, your advanced prep, things that you might need. We've got both my students. We have plans, so we can go down there and see my daughter's plan, progress, course, and all of their lessons. So this is basically what it looks like. You go over there and there is a list for all your announcements on one side, and the other side I have gradebook, class connections, contact our teachers, my information, all this stuff. So it's really user friendly. And then we have my logout, username, my account, and then all right here it says like community messages sent to the teachers, all the courses, my kids' progress, and then plan. This is what it looks like for your weekly plan. Your student's gonna log on. It's gonna talk about all your lessons and anything that you need to do. And then they're gonna click the live link, go to course, Here's Brain Busters. We don't have to do this. This is already done, but this is just kind of what it would look like. There's no advanced prep for this day. It'll tell you what you need. You go to your classes, and then right here it'll tell you if you have a live class or not. So that's kind of what it looks like, and then they just log on. You would know if you have a live class, and then all your stuff, you just do go to course, and then it'll give you a green check mark when you're done, and then that's it. So that's kind of how it works. I know there wasn't really a schedule or anything on there just because it's summer for us. There's nothing for us to do yet, but it's very easy. That's why I love this program, because you log on, you know what's expected, it's all right there, it's all interactive, the kids get on, they talk to their teacher, I can talk to their teacher, everything's set. This program really works wonderful for my family and for me personally. I'm not a teacher by any means, and it's a little stressful. It definitely stresses me out. And this way I can just kind of help the kids, but the teachers teach my kids. And so all I have to do really is just focus on making sure that they're doing what they need to do. And that program literally shows you everything. It shows your kid's progress. It shows whether your kid didn't do something. And with the teens, they're pretty easy. I mean, by now, they know what's expected of them, right? They know, hey, I have to do this, I have to do this. With the younger ones, it's going to be a little bit more effort on my part, especially my second grader. I'm definitely going to make sure that she's in her classes, she does her things, but it's all interactive with the program. It's kind of like an ABC mouse type of interaction when they're younger. And so I love it. I mean, it's just so simple and easy. I love the structure. I know what to expect. And that's why I'm putting my kids back in K-12, because my school district, it's just kind of all over the place. And even if we can even go into school, there's not a possibility that it's going to stay that way. So it's either like 1 day a week or 3 days a week, depending on each grade level, and then it's like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. It's just all over. It's not stable where I'm at, and so that's why I'm doing K-12. I know what to expect. I like how everything's scheduled. I have an A-type personality brain, it lays out very neat. They know what to expect. I know what to expect. This is going to be a hard year, and it has been a hard year for everybody, but this way we're stable. We know exactly what's, happening, and there's no, oh, now we have to go all to homeschool, or now we have to this, or we have to, I just like structure, and so it works well for me as a parent, and my kids like it. And I mean, maybe 4 hours a day, 4 or 5 hours a day, and then they're done. There's no homework, there's no nothing. I gave them an option. I said, hey, you can go to your school, or did you want to go into homeschool on this program? I always like to be very honest with my kids and just say, hey, if you do go back to school, say you go once a week for 3 hours, you're going to have to wear a mask the whole time. I laid it out. I was very honest, and I let every kid decide what they wanted. And my second grader's like, no, I want to be able to hug my friends. I want to be able to be a kid. I don't want to sit away from everybody. I would rather stay home. And so, that's kind of how I parent and how I do things. I listen to them, and then we're going to make an educated decision together. And that's why I put them in K-12. I love it. Now, this is just my personal experience from it. There are other personal experiences, obviously, and with any school district or any school, you're going to get parents that are like, I do not like this school. My kid did not like this school. And other parents were like, we didn't even have that issue. We like it. So with any education system, any school district, anything, you're always going to get two sides. This is just how I feel, our side, and I'll leave their link down in the description box below. Remember, I'm on Instagram, so if you need to get a hold of me, if you have a question, I'm an open book, you guys. Feel free to DM me and ask me questions. If you do have a question, please leave that down and I can get back to you there or through Instagram. I'm doing other videos on not just this school system. I have lots of videos planned for you guys to kind of help my tips, tricks, things that I've learned throughout the way, you know, along the way. And then if you guys want me to, I can do an unboxing when we get the stuff, show you everything, as well as kind of like a day in the life of a K-12, you know, student mom, if that would help as well. I'm gonna bring my daughter in here. She's been in the school, so she can kind of give you guys her personal take on it. This is my take from being a parent, but I want you to hear both sides of it, being parent and then a student at K-12. Okay, so this is my daughter. She is 17 and I'm gonna ask her some questions and she's gonna tell you kind of how she feels about the school. She started in 6th grade. What was your fifth grade? Yeah. 5th grade. So she started in 5th grade. She went through the whole 5th grade year, right? Yeah. So how was it with your teachers?
I had a teacher named Mr. Martin who lived around the Portland metro area, and he was cool. The thing about the class is that you enter in. It used to be Blackboard, but we're switching to Google Teams next year.
Yeah, that's what I said. Think Google Classroom.
Yeah,
Google Teams. So they're switching over.
Enter in, and like you get the instructions, and you enter in, and there'd be like a big screen that basically it's like a PowerPoint slide or Google slides. It's like they go through the lesson, and occasionally they'll like put like a video on there. So, but if like you can't see the video or like the tab, then they'll send you the link in the chat. So it's like the big screen, the chat down here, the people who actually are in the call, and the webcam of the teacher. They'll maybe like if they don't want to do the webcam, you'll like see a black box, but usually they'll like put the webcam on. It'll be low quality. You'll see them. With like a little
just depends on your teacher too. Yeah. Some teachers have higher quality, like if they're just using their laptop, or some actually have like a camera. It kind of all just depends. But you can still see them. You can interact. You can raise your hand, right?
Yeah, on Blackboard. I'm not sure about Google Teams because we haven't used it that much.
Yeah, it's going to be this coming school year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we haven't used that. So we can't say on that. You have field trips. So we went on lots of field trips. We did on Pumpkin Patch, and you can bring all your family too. It's not just like in regular school, you know, public school where you went, it was just, no, you have to.
Yeah, it could be a family thing.
It could be a whole family thing, which is kind of nice. Everybody gets involved. We've gone, I mean, several different things.
Yeah.
We've had cup contests.
Oh, because we're trying to break the Guinness World Record.
Yeah, I mean, just really fun things now with this happening. Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be anything available for field trips or whatever, but they do have it.
They've done it before, so they most likely do it again in the future after like this whole thing is over. Do what's best for them.
Yeah, it's, you know, talk to your kid, and like I said, I love K-12, and the only reason why we're going, if my district had a good system and it wasn't if it was set, they're still having issues right now. So if your district is spot on and you know the online program and it works for your family, then stay. I mean, we would have, but and since they're already in K-12, the two older ones, it just makes more sense for me to take the other younger ones out, put them in. That way I'm not like, all over the place. I have everything there. They're in the same, you know, system, and I can keep track, and it's just easy peasy and make this year hopefully better for us and easy for me, because I'm already, it's just going to be hard as it is.
Because for parents, patience and temperance is something that you're going to have to really build up, because especially when, I'm very stubborn, especially when I was younger. So like when it came to math, I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like there's been a lot of times where I'm like on the table with Dad, just trying to like chug through all these problems that I don't understand, and it's gonna take a little bit, because you know teachers take care of their like educational stuff, so you don't have to deal with like the rants of like I don't understand this. They do, but now you are gonna have to deal with it. So there's gonna be some frustrating moments, of course, because there's gonna be times where you get overwhelmed. but you're just gonna have to be patient with them, and you're gonna have to talk to them. Like, clean communication is gonna be the
that's the
number
big
one
thing.
thing.
Communication. And if you have that, I think you'll get through it. They do have online training for
They do.
for parents, and they make you go through kind of like a, what is it, orientation.
Yeah. They'll show you like videos that are like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It'll take forever, but like it will, if you like watch with your parent or kid, they're gonna like even point out the obvious things because they just really want you to understand.
Yeah.
Because it's different. It's not like public school.
Yeah, there's lots of, but once you, it's going to be a little overwhelming at first. You're learning a new system, like anything, you know, if you've never done Word or Excel, I mean, any type of program, I mean, things update, you know, and now we were like, oh, we have to learn new programs. It's kind of the same thing. It's going to be hard at first, but then once you do, it's so easy for me. I'm like, oh, I love it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's everything we have to say.
Yeah,
if you, like you said, if you have questions, hopefully this video helped. And if you do have questions, I'm on Instagram, and then I'll leave that link down in the description box below. Also, leave questions we can answer. We're here.
We're cool with that. Good luck.
But this is kind of what we're doing. We love K-12, and that's why I went back to them, because they're just simple, you just know what to expect. And in this time right now, I just want to know what to expect and just get it done and be done. That's kind of, and not worry about my kids' education, because it's work. It's a lot of work, and they are definitely going to learn. And at least I know that they're gonna learn, and it won't put pressure on me to teach them things.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a lot more independent because I'm a senior. I know what to do.
Teens really, I mean, they should be at this point.
Yeah.
Pretty much independent and doing their thing. It's the little ones that I think are gonna have a little bit of issues, but hey, we're in this together. We can get it done, and it's a very easy and simple program. Easy for me to follow along with the little kids. And it was fun to watch, fun to go through. They're having fun because it's like they put more games and activities, so they're learning, but it's fun, and that's important, you know. So, yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this video helped you out, and leave your questions, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!